Hello, hello, and welcome, my beautiful mermaids and mermen, my sea sponges of the sea, my fellow Pisces. This is our daily vibe messages from our guides for March the 3rd. Let's see what we have. I am working yet again with another Lenormand deck for my oracle deck called the Dream Way Lenormand deck. You don't see me use a Lenormand very often. I used to, and I was guided by spirit to start using them again. So let's see what we have here for us today. What do we need to see, know, and expect? All right. So coming in our first row, we have been given the card of negotiation, the Six of Pentacles. We've got love maybe coming with the Knight of Cups. Ooh, we got the Hangman again. We had the Hangman yesterday. And we've got the Queen of Swords. Along with that, we have a beautiful angel card number. So let's see what we have here for today. Starting off, we have been given the moon, and the moon represents illusion, disillusion, but it's always darkest before the dawn, and the moon comes out and it totally illuminates everything where we see clarity. So three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. And this was said by the Buddha. Now, the moon illuminates intuition, instinct, perception, creativity, fantasy, and passion. The crescent moon reminds us that things happen in cycles. So if negative experiences are suggested, it may be necessary to wait for the conclusion of events before expecting improvements. The moon card reflects and enhances us as we move through our day. And it also signifies the energy around the rest of the reading. So, you know, the key words with this card is dreams, magic, reflections, intuition, inspiration, mysticism, and cycles. So the crescent moon reminds us that there's ever going on change. And change is something very big with us anyway as Pisces, right? We're always thinking of change and wanting to change and try to change things. Let's see what's coming in with that. We've been given the Six of Pentacles. Now we know I always call this the gift card, but it is a card of negotiation, back and forth, push-pull energy. But it's also the card that says we could be receiving something unexpected today that will seem like a gift of generosity. Whether somebody's giving us their time, their effort, their support, or their love, they could even be giving us information that we're receiving some money. It could be a check, it could be a bonus, it could be an inheritance, it could be even a windfall. Maybe, you know, you're winning something small here, or whether it's big or small. But this is a card of generosity, receiving something of great generosity. You could also be getting involved in nonprofit organizations and or giving this assistance to someone else, someone less fortunate. Somebody could be approaching you for a loan or your assistance or your help or your attention today. Coming in next, we've got the card, the key. All right. You know, clear and concisely, keys have the ability to unlock or lock situations, but it has the power to unlock mysteries and find answers that have been hidden away too when it comes to this deck. You know, the key card can manifest a resolution of problems and challenges that are coming in. You know, the key provides the missing pieces of a puzzle. This is beautiful, okay? A key can also secure things and keep things safe. The new moon, okay? If the new moon comes in, it removes obstacles near the moon. Okay, this is a card that says it's a card of good luck, and it's a card of empowerment that safeguards our destiny. It brings us answers and resolutions and protection and security, and with that we feel more empowered. So today's a day where you hold the key, Pisces. You hold the key to unlock something, to find information out about something, to receive the empowerment of knowing knowledge. But also it's a key that maybe there's security around you. Let's look at real life. Maybe you're having your locks changed at your home or your car, or your whatever the case is, your locker. Whatever the case is, you could be wanting to be more conscious today of security. Okay, make sure you check everything's locked that should be kept away from prying eyes and people who shouldn't, you know, be able to enter it. Now, you've got the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is that beautiful card that someone could be coming riding into town and sweep you off your feet. This is a card of sometimes impending love. When you least expect it, you could fall madly in love with somebody who comes in. But it is also the card that says whoever this person is, they're adaptable. They're able to change, to adapt to their situations. They're very sure of themselves. They have lots of confidence. But also this could be somebody just coming in saying, hey, do you want to go to a wedding with me or an engagement party with me? It could be an invitation that you're being given. Or this person could be bringing something into the table of life that it really piques your interest, your curiosity, your creativity, and you're going to love it. Now, speaking of love, look what we have. We have the heart. Now, the quote that comes in with this is from the late Helen Keller. And it says, the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Okay? It's beautiful. The heart can refer to romantic love between partners or the love shared among friends and family. It refers to the affinity and harmony felt in any relationship. It can also designate passion, not only for people, but also for your beliefs, your artistic endeavors, your creative projects, or your social causes. And we talked about that here with the Knight of Cups today. Okay? So it relates to compassion, the love of mankind that leads to, charity. And it designates someone who not only feels deeply, but who acts with generosity. This card encourages you to put your heart into whatever you do. Here's the generosity card. So this is all really falling in line now. It's love, compassion, charity, passion, and affection right now. So this might be the day you're going to be sharing love more than ever. You've got the Hangman, and we had this yesterday. This is looking at things from a broader, wider perspective. That's why she's hanging that way. Looking at things and keeping your eyes open to differences you might not have thought you would be interested in. And this card says, stay true to yourself. This is a temporary pause in action. Things are going to shift. You're going to start momentum again once you get the information that you need and you see things from a broader, wider perspective. Then you're going to be able to move forward. Okay, in our final row, we have been given the whip and the broom here, and basically they're whips. And whips have to do with, multiple interpretations, some negative and some positive. But whatever's happening around you, it's a repetitive, ongoing manner, okay? It relates to communication. So many may involve arguments, banter, negotiation, prayer, mantras, incessant nagging, criticism, and bickering. Okay, it indicates physical punishment or violence or abuse of power too. So, it can refer to a lot of things, but also I look at it as don't beat yourself up, okay, in a situation. Try to avoid putting the blame all on yourself if you're involved in some sort of dispute or a situation with somebody, okay? It takes two. But it's also, any action that occurs regularly, repeatedly, or ritualistically. So it could refer to exercise, training, dancing, sports, cleaning, hobbies, practice, and habits, and any repetitive routines. It's also a reminder to sweep away harmful behavior, cleaning up. And I find that interesting because with that comes in our Queen of Swords, and that's exactly what she does. She doesn't hang around. She doesn't beat around the bush or put up with the BS indefinitely. She walks away. She cleans her hands of it. She wipes her hands of it. She cleans house and she says, I'm out of here. And she heads out in a new direction. She realizes if something isn't working for her, she's not going to stay there and beat herself up and pound her head against the wall and continuously. She moves on, but she's confident. And she does this in her own right with her, by herself. She's independent, she's single, and she moves forward. So being able to make those decisions, don't hang around in situations that are negative, toxic, unresolvable. This is a card that says you could be making a decision to make a split and move on from a situation like that. Now, our angel card number is 101. Again, new beginning, right? Personal development, prioritizing, and creativity. So a new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like the dark night of the soul. You're on the path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. So it's beautiful to be able to tap into higher self, to be able to tap into a personal development and prioritizing that today. Beautiful. Now, let's see what we have here in addition to this reading today. What else do we need to see, know, and expect as we move forward and navigate today's energy? Alrighty, if I can hold on to these cards and look at the card that I've got here. It says New Beginning, Figures. Okay, let's see what we have. Alrighty. Okay, as you can hear, I'm still getting over this nasty head cold, but I am on the mend, and I want to thank all of you for your prayers, your good vibes, and your energy healing you've sent me. They all help, and I am on the mend. It just takes time. Patience, right? Okay, our first card coming in is Slow Down. We've got Financial Gain. We have Abundance and Fulfillment, and we have Success. Whoa, don't we love that? And look what's on the bottom, Climbing the Ladder. Perfect. So we're taking our time here with this Hangman, slowing down and looking at things from a wider, broader perspective. We're going to receive some financial gain here, okay? And I do believe that we are climbing that ladder here. Spiritually, we're tapping into higher self, and we're realizing that we need to give grace and gratitude today for everything that we are working through. Whether they're challenges or we're walking away from situations, it's still going to lead us in a better direction for more success. Well, abundance and fulfillment is our destiny. Embrace it. Have a great day, my beautiful Pisces. I wish you a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful day. And always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you, and I'll see you soon, my beautiful fellow Pisces.